welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Let's Play StarTropics. I am the Wulv. In our last video, we finished up Chapter 3, and so we move onward to Chapter 4. Confession. Subsea is cruising on the ocean. A small island appears on the horizon. Now, as you can see, we come across this island. And you have to land on the island in order to progress with the game, because as I mentioned before, you must talk to people in order to progress stuff. And you might notice that the island is shaped like a giant fish or whale with a hut where the eye is supposed to be, and so we'll go to this hut area. And we'll talk to some of these people, and you'll find out that with this guy, he saw a boy sailing on a raft earlier, about our age, and he was just going around, and this guy mentioned saying this one is big as a whale today. Now, I'm not sure if I have to talk to the rest of the people here or not. So usually, as I said, you have to talk to everyone, but there are some cases where just certain people will trigger the event or whatnot. I'm not sure if those are the only people they have to talk to or not, or if I must talk to everyone. But apparently, those are the only two they have to talk to, which is what I thought, because the other people don't say anything that's interesting. As you saw, we got swallowed by a giant whale, which was the one that was missed earlier today by the guy, and here we see Babu. And he tells you that about how he witnessed the kidnapping of your uncle and how he was afraid to tell you because he was afraid that the spaceship would come and take him away. And he was swallowed by this whale, and so now they're going to try to build a fire, only you can't find the lighter that Dr. J gave him. So you must go in search of the lighter. And pretty much this is going to be all of Chapter 4. I mean, it's probably the shortest chapter in this game that I can think of, especially if you know what you're doing and how to get around. Because this shouldn't take you long at all. No. I'm not sure how long this video will be, so I don't want to, say ahead of time that, oh, you know, it should only take 5 minutes up, and then have this be, 8 minutes long or something. And pretty much the way that I'm going is just the quickest way to get to the lighter. And that's all that you have to do. There's no pieces of heart in this level that you have to search for. Just pretty much you want to search for the lighter, as I said. But, don't know. All of a sudden we became Jonah or something instead of Jones. So you come over here, you pick up the lighter, and then you want to return to Babu. And there's a very quick way to return to him. Go up here, take this thing over, and puts us right by where Babu is. And that's pretty much all that there is to this. So you give him the lighter, you build a fire to cause the whale to sneeze, get smokier and smokier, and finally the whale sneezes you out onto a small island. What's the music for that section? It's interesting. It's sort of intense, so don't know. Wow, I promise never to smoke again. Okay, Mike, I have to tell you Dr. J's last words. You aliens from distant planet, tell Mike to dip my letter in water. And you might be wondering what the letter is that he's talking about. Well, in the original game, I'm just going to not move here for a second while I describe this. In the along with the manual and whatnot, was attached a letter. And what you do is you dip that letter in water, and invisible ink would pop up, and you'd see a code on it that you have to enter in order to progress in this game. I think that was a really cool idea. The only trouble came is if you bought this used or lost the letter or something like that, in which case you had to call a helpline like my brother did, because this was before the internet was really big and readily available to everyone. So, go into the ship and I'll ask you the code. And I don't need to have the letter or even game facts or anything, because I memorized this code and it's a pretty easy code to memorize. It's 747. And that's all that it is. And from this point on, Navcom's going to become really annoying, as I said before. But that's it. That's it for this video. I'm going to cut it off here because Chapter 5 is decent length. Anyway, peace.